I've gotten several requests to decode this video with Erika Kirk and JD Vance. Let's look at JD Vance's side of the hug first. He gives a tight hug with a pat on the back. So some people often pat people on the back. That's just kind of how they manage a longer hug. And for some people, that patting on the back is what they do to comfort someone else. He also rests his hands after the hug for a second on her waist area, which can be a sign of affection and or romantic interest. It's the move to slide her hands up and grasp and cradle his head that is getting so much attention. This is a move that we women do when we are in a deep kiss, which is why it looks so very intimate. Erika then ends her hug by grasping his shoulders, which is a sign of affection and closeness. That said, grief can do really wonky things to humans, but this is wonky for sure. I'm Yanni Sarnblad, and I teach microexpressions and all things nonverbal.
No one will ever replace my husband. No. But I do see some similarities of my husband in JD. Help me welcome to the stage Vice President JD Vance.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and I hope you are all doing good. The internet is buzzing and white conservative circles are shaking. A simple hug between JD Vance, the Republican and potential VP hopeful, and Erika Kirk, the widow of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, has now turned into a full-blown viral moment. People are not just talking about the hug, they are reading every glance, every touch, and every second of that body language. And trust me, Erika's eyes are saying a lot more than words ever could. Guys, I'm going to roll these clips, then I'll be coming back with more commentaries. In case of any thoughts, kindly feel free to let me know in the comment section. I'll be back.
Putting your hands in a man's hair when you hug him, that is a very intimate thing to do. And if you're wondering why I'm talking about that, it's because we're talking about the hug heard around the world. And everyone was trying to comfort JD Vance by showing this image where he had his hand on his hip. But if you watch the video, this is not...
What? Erika Kirk is now dating JD Vance? People were saying they may be having a kid together? What is going on right now?
So Erika Kirk and JD Vance. There's a conversation going around just because of a hug they shared at a Turning Point event that she seems like too close and maybe a mistress. First of all, I am sick to death of everybody spinning everything that this grieving widow is doing. Not everybody has the same grief. Not everybody grieves the same way. Her husband was publicly assassinated in front of hundreds of people and millions of people saw it. It's out there. Very different than anything that I think most widows would experience. But on top of that, she's being blasted and blamed and even conspired that she was somehow behind it. There's so much more going on with that poor woman, what she's having to deal with. So first of all, her grief is a little different. Second of all, and I'm going to show you from my affair recovery perspective, like the difference that I see. And I will show you a short clip of a video. But we got to stop sensationalizing these types of things. Seriously, you guys, like, calm down. Remember Charlie Kirk if you need to, but do not sensationalize these things. It is not helpful. Now, I deem that hug, I watched it happen, not just a picture, not just the picture of her, I watched the full hug happen, and I will show you a video. To me, it is a deep friendship that has probably more blossomed from this deep tragic grief.
Many pointed
okay,
out
look at this. That double tap. You see that butterfly tap. He gives, it's a hug of dearness, of close kinship. That is not an intimate hug. He also does the tap, tap, tap. That is almost every guy bro code of, if it's with another guy, it's bro code to, this is not going in any other direction, but it's also a code with females. This is not anything but just a friendly hug. Hugs are life-giving, you guys. They are very much needed when you're grieving. I can tell you that I have hugged dear friends of mine very intimately because they were going through an extremely hard time. I also want to show you her hug with President Trump during the memorial. Look at that. Look how close that is. No, love Trump, hate Trump. This isn't what this is about. This is showing you that almost like a child needing a grandpa or a father, that's what that hug was. And again, as somebody who deals with mistresses and affairs, most people who are involved in affairs are far more secretive. If they had something going on, they would not hug like that publicly. There would be an awkwardness between the two of them. You guys, she's just a grieving widow. And these are the people who are rallying behind her, trying to help her. I'm honestly sick to death of people picking apart this poor girl. Like, anybody here who has grieved through the affair and people are like, just get over it already. Why are you acting this way? Doesn't it drive you freaking nuts? You get to act the way you need to. She's deeply religious and Christian, so she believes Charlie's in heaven. I'm deeply Christian too, so I get it. I understand the way that she's acting. She loved him, but she knows that there's hope. It's not that hard to understand as somebody who believes that she is poised because she was trained for this. She was some pageant girl, but she's also a deeply Christian religious person. And it's not hard to believe that people who loved Charlie and loved their family would be thoughtful and there would be deep hugs and deep friendships during this time. Now, a year down the line, if there are hugs like this and there's more intimacy, that could be bothersome or troublesome because in these times, people who rally around you can cause things to happen. You have to have strong boundaries. And I think that's what JD was doing with the butterfly. He was like, hey, I'm here for you, but it's not that way. Tap, tap, tap. But no, I do not think that that looked like a mistress embrace or that they have some inappropriate relationship. I truly don't. Now, Coldplay concert, 100%. That was intimate. These two, nah, man. That's just grief and people trying to rally behind her.
JD Vance is having an affair on Usha Vance with Charlie Kirk's widow, Erika Kirk, and people are gagged about this.
Did Erika Kirk forget that JD Vance is a married man? Did JD Vance forget that he's a married man? What the heck is this? This is giving we have secrets. This is giving y'all are a little too comfortable. Like, imagine what his wife was feeling in that moment. I'm sure Charlie, though, is happy that she's been grieving just fine, moving on just fine. You know, life goes on. And, you know, her fans just see it as it's her way of processing the pain. Tell me you don't understand affection between mourning friends. If you weren't Val, I'd feel bad for you. This is how you mourn? Or share mourning between friends? Whatever. And don't worry, though. Of course, her expressions per usual had her, had to be on camera. There was someone always recording, making sure we got it. This whole situation is almost as cringe as this right here was. But anyway, good for you, Erika Kirk, for moving on so swiftly and graciously.
Take a look at this video. JD Vance and Erika Kirk spoke to students today at the University of Mississippi. Charlie Kirk's widow stunned the crowd when she walked out and gave JD Vance a hug. However, when Erika Kirk stepped out on stage, people online noticed something. Do you see it? I'll keep you guys updated.
What is Erika Kirk wearing? I don't want to seem all fake and gay, but does this seem like it's appropriate attire to be wearing? And does his hand placement seem appropriate for a widow? Maybe old Mikey McCoy is not giving her the attention that she deserves. It seems like a married man shouldn't have his hands on any woman's hips like that unless it's his wife. This is now his wife, by the way. Amazing what months of selling your soul can do. The light has been snuffed out of their eyes. Maybe she's just not happy with old Handsy Vancy hanging out with Erika Kirk. That is not the appropriate hug. There should be a little bit of distance right here, don't you think? And the hands, she's got her hands deep in his hair. Do you think she's lonely?
When our team asked my dear friend, Vice President JD Vance, to speak today, I really prayed on it because obviously it's a very emotional day, but I could just hear Charlie in my heart
I could just hear him say, "Go reclaim that territory, babe."
I wonder if this is the territory that Charlie was wanting her to reclaim. It's almost like she's got her lips on his neck. It'd be old wild if old Handsy Vancy lost his wife to old trash Panda Patel. You can't help but fall in love with those eyes. I can't even imagine this being appropriate. Seems a little bit inappropriate. I don't know. What do y'all think about this? Do you think that Vice President Palantir was being inappropriate with the new widow? Because it hasn't even been 2 months yet. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Make sure you like and follow. And if you want to support, make sure you subscribe on Facebook.
JD Vacay Vance lies so damn much, he will even lie about his own wife's religious upbringing. Let's get into it. The first video I'm going to show you is JD Vacay Vance lying about the religious upbringing of his own wife. Here's the clip.
You asked a personal question about our interfaith household. And yes, my wife did not grow up Christian. I think it's fair to say that she grew up in a Hindu family, but not a particularly religious family in either direction. In fact, when I met my wife, we were both, I would consider myself an agnostic or an atheist, and that's what I think she would have considered herself as well.
All right, JD, now I'm about to play you the clip of his wife talking about her religious upbringing.
I started to re-engage with my own faith. Usha was very supportive.
Usha, why were you so supportive?
There are a few different reasons. One is that I did grow up in a religious household. My parents are Hindu, and that was one of the things that made them such good parents, that make them really very good people. And so I think I've seen the power of that in my own life.
Now, outside of JD Vacay Vance being a complete scumbag and liar, why would he lie about something like this? What is that, JD? Who touches another woman like that when you're happily married? I mean, I'm thinking that maybe Mr. JD Vacay Vance and Erika Kirk might have something going on. I don't know, but it's sure looking that way. Is this why old JD Vacay Vance skipped the 9/11 memorial so he could rush out to be by Erika Kirk's side after Charlie Kirk got pew-pewed? I don't know. I'm just asking questions, but it's looking awfully suspect.
Well, yeah, guys, yes, we have seen everything, and the white conservatives are buzzing online after a romantic hug between JD Vance and Erika Kirk, the widow of Charlie Kirk. It went viral. People are reading between the lines. Erika's body language, her gaze, and their chemistry in that moment has sparked rumors that the two may be more than just friends. That is why in this video, we are here breaking down the reactions, the body language cues, and what this could mean politically and personally for both JD Vance and Erika Kirk. Yes. So, is this just a friendly embrace or a new power couple forming in conservative circles? We are here to unpack the internet's fiery response. Guys, let's continue watching as now what I can say, here is what happened. We have seen clips of the event where the hug took place, the crowd, the reactions, smiles, etc. And at this recent conservative gathering, cameras caught JD Vance warmly embracing Erika Kirk. At first, it seemed like an innocent, respectful moment, two friends, two public figures, but the tone changed quickly when the clip hit social media. Within hours, right-wing comment sections were flooded with comments like "this chemistry there," and "Charlie Kirk just rolled in his grave." Others defended them, saying it's just affection between close allies. But people couldn't ignore the look Erika gave JD, the soft smile, the slight lean in, and that pause. That's what got everyone talking. The reactions, where there are a lot of reactions on tweets, TikTok, conservative podcast reactions. White conservative audiences are split right down the middle. Some are cheering them on, calling it a beautiful new beginning and saying Erika deserves happiness after loss. Others, though, are questioning the timing and the optics. JD Vance is a married man, and Erika Kirk has always been known as a loyal figure in her late husband's legacy. So for many conservatives, this moment feels complicated. Yes, and then came the rhetorical text, people analyzing it like a political chess move. Some say this could be a soft rebranding moment for JD Vance, showing a more human, relatable side before 2028. Others think it's just gossip being blown out of proportion. Yeah? But when you look at Erika's eyes and body language, you have seen the slow-mo close-ups of the hug, focusing on Erika's expression. But let's be honest, Erika's eyes are the real headline here. Watch closely. That extended gaze, the gentle smile, it's intimate. You can't script that kind of energy. Body language experts online say the moment wasn't casual. The way she leaned in, held the hug slightly longer, and looked up at him, it signals emotional connection or deep admiration. And that's why the internet lost it, because sometimes the eyes tell the story before the lips ever do. Yes, and here we have these political and social implications. Yeah. We have seen clips of J.D. Vance in interviews, Erika at conservative events. So let's not forget, J.D. Vance is not just any politician. He is one of Trump's most vocal allies and a rising star in conservative politics. Erika Kirk, on the other hand, carries her late husband's legacy as one of the most recognizable conservative women in America. So if these rumors have any truth, it could reshape conservative influencer dynamics, merging two powerful names, but also stirring up internal tension in the movement. Is this a sign of a new conservative power couple, or just an innocent hug turned viral? That's what everyone is trying to figure out. Yeah, and we have the public perception and internet's role. We have seen a lot of clips of podcasts, Twitter debates, and reaction videos. And once again, social media proves that nothing goes unnoticed, not even a hug. The moment shows how fast narratives form and how emotion, imagery, and symbolism can turn a second of human contact into headlines. So, the question is, do people genuinely care about JD and Erika's personal connection, or are we just addicted to political drama disguised as moral analysis? Yeah, guys. So, what do you think? Was this just a warm moment between friends, or is there something deeper going on here? Kindly drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more real talk on the latest political and social reactions, make sure you hit that like button. Kindly give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the notifications so you don't miss on what is next. Thank you so much. Share the video widely for it to get to a wider audience. And also, guys, this video is meant for educational purposes and commentary purposes. The video credit belongs to the original creators of the video. Yeah, so one thing for sure, in today's America, even a hug can speak 1,000 opinions. Thank you, be blessed, and have a nice time. Peace be with you. Until next time.